Hello, everybody. I am Mr. G, and this is the second episode of the series How to Build Your Trading Robot. And today we will see the end to end flow of the whole data platform. Before writing any code or defining any trading strategy, the most important step is designing the architecture of the system. A trading robot is not just a script that buys and sells assets. In reality, it behaves much more like a complete data platform where information flows through multiple layers before a decision is made. The goal of this architecture is to transform raw market data into automating trading decisions in a reliable, observable, and reproducible way. It is important to mention that for this demonstration, I intentionally kept the architecture as simple as possible. Some design trade-offs have been made to make the system easier to explain and implement. The first layer of the system is the data sources, which define where all the information needed for the auto trading system originates. In this project, the trading strategies come from an application database where users define how they want to invest. This will be your production database. In addition, we retrieve data from external APIs. On one side, market prices are retrieved from the CoinDesk Market API, which give us historical and current price data for different trading pairs. On the other side, portfolio data, orders, and executed trades are retrieved from Binance API, which represent the actual state of the trading account. The next layer is data ingestion, which is responsible for extracting data from these sources and bringing it into the data platform. This is implementing using Python script as dedicated ingestion pipelines, each with a very clear and isolated responsibility. One of them synchronizes the strategy from the application database. Another downloads market price data. And the last one retrieves portfolio and account activity. The key principle in this layer is simplicity and reliability. We are not trying to transform or enrich the data yet, only to collect it as accurate as possible. This follows the ELT approach, where data is first extracted and loaded into the system before any transformation happens. Once the data has been ingested, it moves into the data storage layer. This layer is implemented using a relational database Postgres SQL, where all incoming data is stored in its raw format. Strategies, market data, and portfolio data are all persisted in separate schemas, maintaining a clear separation of concerns. This approach allows us to maintain a complete historical record of both market conditions and account activity, which is critical for debugging, reprocessing, and validating the behavior of the system over time. In practice, this means that the storage layer has become the single source of truth for everything that happens in the platform. The next layer is data processing, where raw data is transformed into meaningful information that can drive decisions. This is where the platform starts to adding real value. In this stage, we compute market indicator, reconstruct the portfolio positions from the orders and trades, and we apply the logic defined by the trading strategies. Instead of embedding all this logic in only one Python script, we use DBT models. This makes the system easier to maintain, test, and extend over time. The output of this layer is curated datasets that represent market conditions, portfolio states, and most importantly, trading signals that indicate when an action should be taken. Once the potential trades are detected, the system transitions into data-driven auto-trading layer, which is where decisions becomes actions. In this layer, a Python script reads the outputs of the processing layer and determines if we should do a trade or not. The component is designed to be deterministic and controlled. It does not perform complex logics or calculations, but instead, it consumes already computed signals and translates them into concrete orders. If the conditions defined by the strategy are met, the engine sends the corresponding buy or sell order to the exchange using the Binance API. This layer is critical because it is the point where the system interacts with the real world, turning data-driven logic into actual financial operations. Finally, to coordinate all these layers, the entire platform is orchestrated using Airflow, which acts as the control plane of the system. Airflow defines the execution order of each component, ensuring that data is ingested before it is processed, and that signals are generated before trades are executed. It schedules the pipeline, manages dependencies, and provides visibility into the execution of each step. By using Airflow, the entire workflow becomes automated and repeatable, allowing the system to run continuously without manual intervention. Another important aspect of this architecture is that it is designed to evolve toward a more scalable and industrial standard ingestion pattern. In the current setup, ingestion is handled using Python script, which keeps the system simple and works well for moderate data volumes. However, if the data grows a lot, this layer could be replaced or complemented with PySpark, enabling distributed processing. Also, the platform can evolve into an event-driven architecture using Kafka, which is a common pattern in production systems. Instead of the auto-trading engine querying a database table, the trading signals could be published to a Kafka topic and consumed asynchronously. This will decouple the system and make it much more scalable. Now that we understand the architecture and how the data flows through the different systems, we can take a look of the technology stack that make this system possible. The platform combines several tools commonly used in modern data engineering, each one with a clear role. Python is used to build both the ingestion pipelines and the trading execution engine, allowing us to interact with APIs, process data, and execute trades. For storage, the system uses a Postgres SQL database, which provides a structured and reliable way to persist both raw and processed data, including market prices, portfolio information, and trading signals. Transformation are handled using dbt, a widely adopted data modeling tool that enables modular, reproducible workflows, which is a core skill right now for any analytics engineering today. To monitor the platform, Grafana Dashboard provides visibility into pipeline execution, trading activities, and portfolio performance. The architecture can also evolve by integrating tools like Spark or Kafka if scaling becomes necessary. And finally, everything is orchestrated with Apache Airflow, which ensures the entire pipeline runs automatically and in the correct order. And as you can see, this layer architecture is what allows the trading robot to function as a complete data platform, rather than just a single script. Each layer has a clear responsibility: collecting data, storing it, transforming it into signals, and finally, turning those insights into automating actions. And this is the same behavior you will find in real production environments. In the next episode, we will learn more about the strategy we will be using to buy and sell assets. So please subscribe to the channel to discover how to build this automating trading robot. I am Mr. G, and I see you in the next episode. Bye.